Hello, hello, my night owls. Tonight we're going to be looking at Graceland by Chris Avani. Hope I said that right. Now I will apologize right now. I am a little bit extra greasy. It's because I just finished up a show and I haven't showered yet because I'm waiting for this to scab up. So, my apologies. Let's get on to the review. Now, a general summary of the plot is that it's set in the city of Lagos in Nigeria. It's the story of a teenage boy named Elvis. Okay, I think. And he's trying to escape the poverty of his community. And as his name might entail, he starts off as a Elvis Presley impersonator, and then he ends up taking on sort of like a variety of jobs, kind of like a jack of all trades sort of deal, but most of them put him in criminal situations. Now the novel does jump between two different settings. It jumps between the village of Afikpo in 1972 until 1981 and Lagos from 1983 and onward. So it jumps between two different places to give us that good perspective. This, like I said, gives us a good perspective, especially of the shifting family dynamic that can be seen during this play. While he is in Lagos, Elvis is torn between the influences of two characters: his friend Redemption and his self proclaimed king of beggars. Many of the illegal ventures he takes part in are due to Redemption, and the escapades often lead to conflict with a man known as the Colonel, a prominent and very corrupt member of a brutal military regime, which is, lovely. We love political references. Actually, we do, fun fact. The King of the Beggars tries to direct Elvis to a different path. He serves kind of as crude and an often shoved aside moral compass, kind of like the council has made a decision, but given that it is a stupid ass decision, I have elected to ignore it. Towards the end of the story, it briefly diverts its attention from Elvis to look at a slightly larger scope, the struggle of Elvis's community in resisting the demolition of his home. His father and the King of Beggars both play prominent roles in leading the community in protests against the government because they're like, hey, stop fucking destroying our houses. And the government's like, ha, no, I'm gonna do it anyway. That's a general summary of the plot. I will say that I was unable to see the specific question I was told to ask. However, given the fact that this is about an actor's beat, I will say that the actor's beats in this, even from just reading through it and then reviewing it, my notes on it, are very clear in that the actors' beats last a very short time. They last the time that it takes to swap from one time and place to another time and place. Once you make that swap, you change your beat. They make a swap every time we talk to a different influence. The actors' beats in this are decently easy, at least for me, to spot, which is part of why I found it interesting and I didn't have to read it over like an insane amount of times. So, would I recommend this play? Yeah, I would recommend reading it. I haven't seen it myself, but I think it'd probably be cool to see it live. Out of at least one positive thing, like I said, I really appreciated that the beats were pretty easy to spot, and I appreciated the story in general, but as you all know, I'm a bit of a sucker for a rebellious child, or someone that's trying to fight their way out of a bad situation. I'm a sucker for that kind of plot. What can I say? Yeah, overall, I would definitely recommend this play. Give it a read through, give it a watch if you get a chance to. Alrighty, I think that's about all I have for you tonight. So I'll say goodnight, my night owls, and sleep tight.